Hello, beautiful blockchain people. That's me again at CryptoSpine. This is my next cryptocurrency market overview. So let's start. Let's have a look at the prices of the major cryptocurrencies according to the site of CoinGecko. And as we see, the market has recorded, I would say, decent price increase in general for the last 24 hours. Ethereum has recorded a new all-time high. So if we check the price charts of the major cryptocurrencies for the last 7 days, we see that they have been moving upward, so the uptrend continues. And I want to say that it's really nice when we see the price chart increasing, but there are many positive fundamental news supporting this price increase. For example, once again, I just mentioned that Ethereum has recorded a new all-time high. If we check the news, for example, earlier today was published that Ethereum, an article saying that Ethereum moves toward Ethereum 0.2 with super experimental testnet. So we're getting closer to the, let's say, full deployment of Ethereum 2.0. That's why the price of Ethereum is increasing. Actually, the industry, the blockchain industry, the infrastructure is constantly developing and is growing. That's why we see this solid price increase. For example, this is how the price chart of Ethereum looks like for the last, let's say, 1 year, or for the last, let's say, couple of years. So it is definitely increasing. And now I want to mention another article also on Decrypt, newspaper or online cryptocurrency related media that I read on a daily basis. And they publish, for example, this article that Dogecoin fan Mark Cuban bets $1 million on crypto's long-term value. So he said that investor Mark Cuban will wager $1 million that either Bitcoin or Ethereum will see a better return than Standard & Poor's 500 over the next 5 years. And like when I saw that, that to some extent it's really funny. Of course, the cryptocurrency market and the blockchain industry will significantly outperform the stock market, and in particular Standard & Poor's and 500. It's even not worth talking about comparing these two different markets, because it's a matter of time when the cryptocurrency market will swallow the stock market, and not only some index, particular index that is in the United States. It will displace this industry, in my view. But I will share my point of view on this just in a couple of seconds. Let me just get to the price chart of Bitcoin and compare it, for example, with the price dynamics of Standard & Poor's 500 for the last, let's say, 1 year or year and a half. So this is the price chart of Bitcoin. Let me take its price dynamics since the beginning of 2020. So this is how the price chart of Bitcoin looks like for the last, let's say, year and a half. Let's also compare it with Ethereum, and then I will add Standard & Poor's 500. So this is Ethereum. Ethereum has even outperformed Bitcoin. For example, this is the return since the beginning of 2020 of Bitcoin, 700%, and here we have 2,100, so it has significantly outperformed Bitcoin. And now let's compare it, for example, with S&P 500. I think this is okay, probably. So this is the price chart of Standard & Poor's 500. For this period of time, it has recorded a price increase of 29.42%. So let's say approximately 30%. Like here we have the price increase of Ethereum, the price increase of Bitcoin, and the price increase of the Standard & Poor's of 500. It's even incomparable. It looks like a horizontal line if compared to the price charts of the cryptocurrencies. And I want to say that, let me just also add the Dogecoin, so it will be really fun to compare all these price dynamics with Dogecoin. So this is Dogecoin. Can you imagine that it has outperformed even Bitcoin and Ethereum? 17,421% increase. This is Dogecoin. If we compare it with the stock market index, it's really laughable, because it's like definitely a horizontal line, the price increase of Standard & Poor's. Now, what I want to say is, it looks like there is no doubt that in the long run, the cryptocurrency market will outperform all these Standard and Poor's and stock markets, and it will continue to be so. The question is not if it is going to outperform the stock market. The question is when, at the end of the day, or eventually, it will swallow this stock market. Let me tell you what I mean. Recently, Binance, one of the leading crypto exchanges, centralized crypto exchanges in the world, they have supported or listed, let's say, 5 stocks: Coinbase, Microsoft, MicroStrategy, Tesla, and Apple. Now, people can buy tokenized stocks on Binance. So they can buy these stocks that are, let's say, traded on the US stock exchange, in particular, that are included in the index of Standard and Poor's 500. Some of them are like Tesla, Apple, and etc., Microsoft. What I want to say now, this is an example that many investors interested in stocks, they can invest via cryptocurrency. And probably vice versa, we will see the process vice versa when businesses like Apple, Tesla, MicroStrategy, and so on, and Microsoft, they will start to accumulate money via the blockchain. So if some people have a business idea, in order to implement it, they need, let's say, funding. It's instead of going public via, let's say, initial IPO or initial public offering, they will go public via the blockchain. So they will accumulate much more easily, many more money via the blockchain, and it is more secure for the investors, this process of funding projects via the blockchain, and it will be more secure, and for the people with the business idea, because it will be let's say, placed on a blockchain via smart contract. And that's why in the long run, this process of attracting capital and providing capital will be conducted via the blockchain instead of such centralized, let's say, entities like stock exchanges where there are some people doing the paperwork. This is out, it's going to be outdated. This is something really old-fashioned, and I want to say that it's just a matter of time when the blockchain technology will replace this old-fashioned technology, the centralized stock markets, and so on. So the question is not if Bitcoin and Ethereum will outperform Standard and Poor's. We will see something similar like this, the comparison I did a couple of minutes ago, in the long run as well. The question is when the blockchain industry will swallow the stock markets, and most of these, let's say, activities, they will take place on the blockchain instead of taking place on some centralized exchanges. It's just a matter of time, and I'm pretty sure that probably in the near term or in the next couple of years, we will see many companies that are publicly traded with some exchanges, not only on in the US, in the other parts of the world as well. They will tokenize their shares and they will go to the blockchain, and they will leave sooner or later their stock exchanges. It's just a matter of time. So this is my point of view. Please share your point of view on this topic as a comment under this video. Definitely, I wish you a very wonderful day. Good luck in the financial markets, and of course, hope to see you in the next one. It was me again at CryptoSpark.